Hello, the purpose of this video is to provide an overview for the technology enhanced features of the PARCC test ELA section for grades 4 and 5. We're going to start out here on the website parcc.pearson.com, clicking on ELA, and then scrolling down to your grade level, 4 or 5. Once there, we're going to click on computer-based practice test. Once you're in the computer-based practice test, you'll see that the same tools are available here. Some of the same tools are available here as for the math section. You can go back and forth between questions by clicking the previous and next button. You also have the option to review questions as well as flag questions that you'd like to go back to at the end. Also, you have these tools available here. The pointer, which allows you to select answers, a Notepad, an answer eliminator, and also over here you have the option to magnify the text, use a line reader. Also, this is where other accessibility tools will be available. Let's take a look at some of these tools. Okay, first let's look at the Notepad. Okay, the Notepad allows you to take notes throughout the test. However, notes that are written on each question will only stay on that question. So for example, if you write notes on question number 2, they'll only be on number 2 and will not carry forward to number 3. The answer eliminator will allow you to put a red X on answers that you don't want to choose. Keep in mind that in order to select an answer, you need to choose the pointer and then select an answer. Okay. The ELA section also has other tools available. However, in the 4th grade section, they're not available. So I'd like to show you this tool within the 3rd grade test. You can see I'm in the 3rd grade test here. This tool is a pop-up glossary. So you could see right here this word has been underlined. If I hover over it, a question mark appears, and if I click, the definition of the word appears there. Now I don't see that in the 4th or 5th grade section, so I'd like to show you it in the 3rd grade section so that you're aware of that underlined word. Okay, so I'm going to continue on here looking at some of the other features of the 4th grade practice test. However, these features are also available in the 5th grade practice test. Right here, you can view which test you're looking at as well as the question that you see. Here is your text that you're reading as well as the questions on the side, both Part A and Part B. You can see that the paragraphs are numbered, and there's a scroll bar here on the right side to read through all the way to the end of the text. Okay, let's take a look at one of the tech-enhanced questions. This is a question where you have to select phrases that help describe the setting as well as 3 pieces of supporting evidence. So in this question you have to select 3 phrases as well as 3 pieces of supporting evidence. In order to select phrases or evidence, you simply click on that piece of text. For this specific question, these two do not match, so you need to find one phrase over here and one piece of evidence over here. You can see that the paragraphs are noted. Okay. Also, you are able to highlight text by selecting the text and then choosing a color. If you don't want the highlight there anymore, you simply select it again and make it white. Okay. Here you can see that the text has changed and now you're reading a different text, also with the scroll bar. And this text does have a poem with the lines of each stanza noted. Okay, now we're on question number 6. I'd like to show you 2 features here. In number 6, there are 2 passages that you've already read. You can toggle between passages by simply clicking the button. Also, this question is a drag and drop question. You have to drag each structural element to the correct story, okay? Notice that the box will expand, so don't worry about size, okay? And notice that the words will still appear here if you haven't used them for each. So for example, for dialogue, I've only used it once, therefore, well actually, dialogue I used twice here, which doesn't make sense. So I want to put it back, I go like that, and if I want to use it over here, it disappears. However, if I used rhyme here, it's still up here so that I could use it in choice number 2. Number 10 is an example of a drag and drop question. You have to select 2 ways the horses solved problems and select 2 outcomes. Okay? You simply drag the phrase to the correct box. You can see that if you've used it, it's turned yellow. And if you want to get rid of it, click the X in the corner. Number 16 is an example of a question with a video component. Simply press the play button here in the middle to view the video. Note here in part B, it's telling you to go back to the specific amount of seconds, the way to see the way a word or phrase was used in that video. The way that you do that is simply play the video, then you can move the scrubber here, tool here along the side. You cannot expand this video and make it full screen. Okay? Number 17 is an example of 3 pieces of media here. You've got two reading passages. You could toggle between those passages as well as a video, and you need to answer a question within here. Notice that you have the option for bold, italics, and underline, as well as bulleted and numbered lists. Okay? You can use the Notepad within this section to take notes, as well as highlight within the text. And these features would stay here because you're always staying on number 17. So you don't need to go back to reread those passages. It's right there. Okay? Okay, here we are at the end of the assessment. You have the option to go back and review your answers. You can go back specifically to that question by clicking View. And if you flagged a question, you can go back to that one as well. So thank you for watching. I do recommend going back and trying out some of these questions, and as well as trying out the drag and drop within each section so that you feel experienced doing that. Good luck.